Hello! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am Holistically Humble. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new to my channel, then I offer information about healthy living for body, mind, spirit, and the earth. I like to deliver content on healthy meals, simple living, self-care tips, nature-inspired vlogs, and so much more. I just certified as a yoga teacher, so I will be posting more content about yoga as well as meditation. So if you are into any of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date for when I post new videos, as well as make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. It really helps support me and know what you're looking for in future vlogs. So I'm sure you can tell by this title, these are some of my favorite books that helped influence me on my healing journey. If you haven't checked out my video on my story of living with rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune condition, I'll link it up above here so that you can go check it out to see why I'm delivering this information. There has been so much along my healing journey that has helped me, and I am so excited and passionate to spread that information to you. I know that I've got quite a few views on that video of my story of living with rheumatoid arthritis, and I just understand and know that there are other people out there who are maybe feeling a little bit down or unsure about what to do about a diagnosis. And then I also just want to deliver information for the preventative as well. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The first book that really helped me along my healing journey was this book, Mind Over Medicine by Lissa Rankin. She is a medical doctor, and what really caught my eye about this book was that there was a lot of research done in this book. When I originally started my healing journey, I was very scientific and research based, so I really appreciated this book, and especially the fact that she is a medical doctor. So when I started reading it, I learned that she was not feeling well, and she continuously started to feel worse and worse. And herself being a medical doctor and her colleagues couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. That didn't settle with her, considering that she was in the field of where she wanted to help others get better, when she and her colleagues couldn't even figure out or help what was going on with her. That's where it got into shifting the perspective a little bit to things such as what happens in the womb is part of your biology. So not only in the womb, but when you're 0, so in the womb to 7 years old, a lot of that time period plays a huge role in how you are now as an adult. So that part really struck me. It allowed me to, ask my parents about when my mom was pregnant, what happened, did she have to take any prescriptions, antibiotics? I was born a C-section, so that in turn allows you to not have good bacteria to flowing in your body right away. And then I was just really sick as a child, so I wanted to figure out certain part of those aspects. She talks about things such as the psychology of emotion, which I thought was really intriguing and interesting. And now that I've reread this book several times, I pick up information from it that is different each time. And I find that through all the books that I am going to explain briefly, that this is the case for them as well. You can read a book and then figure out that there was this one specific part of it that was like absolutely amazing and drew your attention in. And then next thing you know, you're reading another part of the book and that part that you've previously read jumps out at you. So I definitely recommend reading the books that either I'm suggesting or that you are finding on your healing journey a few times. This book opened up a door for me that really allowed me to realize that there were other alternatives. Like I said in my story of living with rheumatoid arthritis, I went on the Western route of things and hardcore did medications and never ever looked or changed my diet, my stress level, how my emotions were processing, anything like that. So this book really helped open the door for that. So I really enjoyed that. And not only that, but she allows you to be your own doctor. We know our bodies best, and if something that the doctor is telling you isn't resonating with you, I'm not saying to not listen to them, but I'm just saying that you are your own best doctor. You know your body best, so you should listen to yourself And that's why Lissa Rankin allows you to write your own prescription. So near the back of the book, it allows you, she gives you key pointers and allows you to write your own prescription for your body, mind, and spirit in order to help you along your healing journey. The second book is The Garrison Therapy. It's by Charlotte Gerson, which is Max Gerson's daughter. Max Gerson founded the Garrison Therapy, and this book was really inspiring. There's also a documentary which I will link down below, and while I'm talking about this, I am going to link all of the books that I talk about down below in the description. Max Gerson started to figure out in like the mid-1900s that you could heal yourself through food and nutrition. And then Charlotte Gerson started to develop that there are two reasons why we get sick: toxicity or deficiency. This book helps explain a lot of those things. It also explains things that you can do to help your body, and it really resonated with me. And the documentary as well is another good positive thing to watch. Diet plays such a huge role in our healing process. It is not the one and only thing, but this book really, really helped inspire me to search out different alternatives and different diets or nutrition that could help benefit my body. I will say that they talk about coffee enemas, and if you aren't sure what enemas are, it's when you flush your colon out with either water, it can be probiotic rich water, or coffee enemas. And so coffee enemas are a big part of the Garrison Therapy. Yes, I have done them. Let me know down in the comment section if you would like to know more about them. The third book is Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. I randomly picked this book up in an airport when I was on the way to see my dad, and I'm not gonna lie, the first time I tried to read it, I just couldn't resonate with the words that he was saying. And at that point, now that I look back, I realized I just wasn't ready for that information. So now, after reading this book several times, I'm fully and completely ready for this information, and I implement it in my own life. Eckhart Tolle talks about letting go of your ego and your egoic mind and being, and just being. It seems like a very simple concept to me now. It might be completely brand new to you, and that is totally fine. But essentially calming down our minds and our thoughts and just breathing and being present for this specific moment now and now and now is so healing. And the way that he writes, and now I'm going back and listening to the audiobook, The Power of Now. This one is like the next one to The Power of Now. And it really inspired me to pay attention to the way I think and how many thoughts I think on a daily basis. And are they positive or negative thoughts? And to just be present with myself was, it was so hard to learn about this, but I'm so grateful I did, and I definitely recommend this book. If not this book, then The Power of Now, which is also by Eckhart Tolle, and I'll link that down in the description. One other big takeaway from this book was that we are not our thoughts. We are the perceiver of our thoughts. I just love this book, and I love Eckhart Tolle. I am forever learning and grateful, and I love Eckhart Tolle. I definitely suggest that you follow him on YouTube or Instagram, or buy his books, listen to the audiobooks, and just begin to be. This next book, Anatomy of the Spirit, was a book that I chose to do for a book report in university. The class I took was a major pivotal time in my life and my healing journey. It was called Health of the Human Spirit. So grateful for that class, and I'm so grateful I took it. Anatomy of the Spirit is by Carolyn Myss. She is a very amazing woman, and she's a medical intuitive. So within this book, she talks about chakras and how they are energy centers in our body, and how she is able to read that field. So because she has been able to read the field of so many patients throughout her career, she thought about writing this book so that we can learn about our energy systems and then learn to diagnose those areas that need to be worked on, as well as maybe sending some power and energy to those other centers, awakening them. It's a really powerful book, and it got me into learning about energy centers in the body, which I'm sure you can understand allowed me to be more intrigued about meditation and yoga and spirituality in general. This book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, is like my Bible. It is the most amazing book I've ever read. As you can see, it's like worn out. It has some sticky notes in there. It's been literally amazing, and I pick up so much different information every single time I open it. It's gotten to the point now where I can just like flip open a part of the book and it's like, it's actually speaking to what I need right at this moment. Louise Hay was abused when she was a child, so she gained these thought patterns about herself, and then she realized that those thought patterns turned into her getting cancer. So she was very intrigued and went with her gut, actually, and decided that certain thought patterns create illness or disease, dysfunction in our body. So she actually wrote out a list of conditions, and then she writes about the probable cause and the new thought pattern. So when I found this book and when I found that chart specifically, I found where it said, you know, joints or arthritis, and I figured out the thought pattern that I needed to change. I would just take like sticky notes and stick the new thought pattern that was associated with my condition or the condition that I had, write the new thought pattern on the sticky notes and like put them around my house. So it would either be in my bathroom mirror, right beside my bed when I wake up in the morning, going out my front door, also in my car mirror, I have it there. So on my phone, I would have it everywhere I could so that I can begin to shift those thought patterns. Holy moly, that has been a game changer for me. I have found that me personally, I had a really, really negative thought pattern, and it has taken a lot of work. So no, it just doesn't change overnight by writing on a sticky note and reading it a few times. It might be a lifelong lesson for me, and I'm willing to put in the work. This book, I can't even say enough about it. This book has been extremely helpful for me on my healing journey. So those are just a few of the books that have helped me along my healing journey. I would love to share all of them with you, but I have like way too many of them. I would love to know down below some of your recommendations for books that maybe have helped influence you on your healing journey. When you leave a comment down below, it not only allows me to read it and understand that I am building a community around this, but also that you can help other people. Maybe your suggestion really, really helps someone else. So leave a comment down below. That would be amazing. Like I said before, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as follow me on Instagram. I like to post a lot on my Instagram stories about things I'm eating, how I make them, and then I'm also, like I said before, going to incorporate a little bit more of yoga and meditation to this channel. So stay tuned for that. I actually am going to say that I am going to offer a 14-day meditation on this YouTube channel starting June 1st, so look forward to that. And thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!